few weeks ago, and we actually never even talked about it. Camille Grammer has entered the chat. One of my favorite housewives, literally of all time. I'm going to put Camille probably in the top five. I don't have time to really think about this and do the math at the moment, but Miss Adonatachi Grammer has spoken out on Beverly Hills. Oh, before we get there, did you guys see the seating chart? People had been writing, asking me, saying they're very confused at the seating chart for Beverly Hills. They filmed the reunion. In the first seats with Andy, we have Dorit and Kyle. It's not that shocking. A lot of people are like, what the hell did Kyle do this season to deserve the first seat? She's not talking about Morgan. Well, I mean, the main center feud has been Dorit and Kyle. So I'm not shocked that Dorit is in the front seat. I mean, Miss Kemsley, congratulations, darling. She. You have waited many years for this. And Kyle is on the other side. Next to Dorit in the second seat is, and people have issues with this too. But look, we have a thing with newbies, right? We have a thing where we welcome newbies. A lot of newbies have had the first seat. So Bose is in the second seat sitting next to Dorit, and Sutton is in the second seat sitting next to Kyle. I would agree with that. I don't necessarily think Bose has done any more than, say, Erica Jane, but she is a newbie, so she earned her place. And then on the third, on each side, we have Garcelle next to her best friend Sutton, and we have Erica Jane next to Bose. So Erica is in the third seat. She was in that first seat, that hot seat with Tom Girardi. I think Erica is just fine at her third seat. Guys, the check is the same whether you're in the first seat, second seat, third seat, or last. And then last on either side, we have Kathy Hilton and Jennifer Tilly. Bring them out, let them be there. I love this cast. I don't think it should change. I don't think it will change. I don't. I love Tilly. I think she adds so much. She was in the car. She posted going to the reunion with her assistant. Tilly's having the time of her life, and she's authentic. Jennifer Tilly is authentic. Love her or hate her. I'm loving this. I'm loving this chart. I'm loving it. I'm loving this cast. I don't think it's going to change. Okay, back to Miss Donatachi Grammar. She really is one of my favorites, you guys. She has spoken. And let me see what she says. She's entered the can't even read my own handwriting at times. She has entered the chat, and she has, of course, shocker, she's in favor of Sutton versus Dorit. She's on Sutton's side. Duh. I mean, is anyone shocked? But I love Camille. I can't help it. I love Camille. So Camille has spoken out, and she has said that, excuse me while we flip to the Camille page. I just read this morning and I was like, oh, this is interesting to me. Look, we all know that Dorit called Camille a stupid see you next Tuesday. She loves to say that. She's like, I did not call her a see you next Tuesday. I called her a stupid one. And by the way, let's think back. Does everyone remember in the past that season? I don't know what season it is, guys. I don't even know what I ate last night for dinner, right? But here's the deal. Sutton, remember that season in the past when Dorit was called out by Camille? They were at that long table. I think it was at Buca de Beppo, no? When Dorit did that room. Well, anyway, let's roll tape. Camille called Dorit out and is like, I don't understand it. I don't understand your clothes. You're dressed head to toe. You look gorgeous. You're gorgeous, but basically you don't have a pot to piss in. I hear that you owe money on your house. Now, I mean, she called it, right? I mean, Camille did say this a long time ago before anyone else. So, not disagreeing with Camille, but Camille also has said that she feels that Sutton has got the gaslighting treatment and she calls BS on Dorit. Well, you did way back when. Not shocking, but love Dorit, love Sutton. I don't really have a side in this. Camille does admit, though, that calling Dorit Porrit was wrong. So we should not call Dorit Porrit. I still find it very funny. It doesn't mean I'm Team Sutton, I'm Team everyone, but it is rather funny. I'd like to know if Sutton thought of that herself or if a producer told her that. But Camille said, look, Dorit was poking the bear all season. She does say, which I thought was a good point, Kyle versus Dorit was just glossed over. She said, wasn't this Kyle versus Dorit, which in a way is like the big feud of the season? And it was just glossed over, and we made a strange transition. It was not a smooth transition. And where is that storyline at that particular moment? They were fighting, and then there we are. She also said that she is over Dorit's overacting and that Dorit has changed a lot since the first season. Well, I agree with you, dear. Finally, as we wrap up, this is a topic I don't really want to discuss when we have guests on. It is a topic that kind of I have a short fuse on. Again, I have, not to end on a sour note, but I personally have lost people to cancer throughout the years. So when you lose someone to cancer, which is so many people, I've been slipping into the DMs and leaving comments on YouTube with your own cancer stories, which I mean, is not such a great club to be in. But when you lose someone to cancer, and everyone that has will understand what I'm talking about, you learn. You learn. Now, you're not a doctor, and I do not profess to be a doctor, and I am not Bethany Frankel. I do not know it all. I'm not Madonna. I'm not Cher. But you do learn a bunch. You pay attention. There are different types of cancer. So I really do. And it's not even a judgment. It's not even a judgment. But when you hear the word cancer, you think, oh, that's bad. Well, no, it's all cancers are not the same. And there are a lot of things about cancer. A lot of situations are worse than others. None of it's good. So I just think, we have the update with Teddy Mellencamp. She got her stitches taken out and she's sharing that. And she's shared a post on Instagram that she has gotten everyone's well wishes and that it really does help her hearing everyone's well wishes. Well, I agree with all of that. I have my own feelings on what it means when you're having cancer cut out of one area of your body and it spreads. To me, it is not good. So my thoughts and prayers are not just with Teddy, but with everyone who's had this. But I think I don't want to discuss this where we have guests or a co-host because I have my own thoughts on this. I think the most important thing is for the patient and the family is hope because things are changing every day. But I still think when cancer is in one area, we are trying to remove it and it spreads to another, it's a really bad thing. But so I'm not going to discuss this anymore with guests because I'm going to get like agitated of like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." And then that is just arrogant, right? Like, I don't know. No one wants to hear that. But I Teddy's staples have come out and she now has a real fight ahead of her. And I think all the housewives are I always think it's weird when certain housewives that don't really know you weigh in and comment just so that someone will pick them up. But she has Kyle and she has Tamra and she has Morgan. She has a good support system. So that is that. We are going to talk about Karen Huger later this week. And by the way,